Welcome, everyone, to the original conference championship game. There's simply nothing quite like the intensity when an SEC title is on the line. All the legendary players, the epic moments who have made their mark on this occasion. The intensity is simply unmatched. Can't wait for this one. We're going to be treated to not just a top 10 matchup, but a battle for a conference championship and an automatic bid to the college football playoff with the first round bye that goes with it. So a lot at stake here, as we'll see the number 9 team in the land, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the UCF Knights. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Now begin with a quick throw to the left. You bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. He'll hand it off. Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
The Knights are moving quickly down the field.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
The Knights getting set on 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, the scouting report on this running back was that he is an elite ball carrier, and he is proving to be that here early in this game. These first few carries, not only the strength, but the quickness and acceleration to get upfield and get positive yards on display.
They'll run it here. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance and a really nice gain.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. He'll hand it off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's a good, hard, tough running there to get that first down to keep this drive alive. Early in this game, the offense really asserting themselves. They're not thinking about a field goal. They're trying to put this ball in the end zone.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. It's a quick grab. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and when you go play action, it affects the eyes of the safeties and linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back as good as we've seen all year with the ability to accelerate through the hole. Positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. Try to run it with the option. The ball is loose. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover.
That is tough for the ball carrier here because not only does he take a big hit, but now you're about to get an earful from your coach on the sideline after that turnover.
We'll see what the offense can do with poor starting field position. There's the handoff. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Here's the 2nd down play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Short pass finds the tight end. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. And that will bounce and roll out of bounds, so no return. And here comes the UCF offense back out on the field. They moved it well last time. Got across the 50, but then fumbled the football away. Pre-snap motion from the offense. That wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down here for this offense. Looking to pass. It's Carter. Checks this down to the running back. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Pass complete and 2nd down now. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. And he fires the football to the right side. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
Here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out, and they put something together in this drive. The back's got it on the pitch. And they bring him down, but not before he picks up the first. Good execution on the option.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
Receivers are bunched together. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Oh, and he doesn't hang on. Looks like it was deflected before it got to him. That'll bring up second down.
It is really tough on a quarterback when he thinks he's got a completion and an open man downfield. The ball's just about to get to his receiver. Then out of nowhere, the defensive back steps in front of it and knocks away. Nice job.
This should be the last play of the quarter. QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The pocket breaking down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. To throw, it's Carter. Moves to his left now, escaping the pocket. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. Looks like they got the ruling on the field right the first time. They confirm it with the review. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Finding space at the 20. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground. The Knights will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. And they'll go right back to him on first down.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Now it's second down here. Handoff to the back. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. You either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. The ball is picked off. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
Well, how about the defense here? Sitting back in cover two, taking away anything deep downfield. It puts pressure on the underneath coverage. The linebackers have to have some awareness. This linebacker did a nice job of being able to step up and make that interception.
And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. Looking for some space. It's Cunningham. He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
First down, looking to throw the ball. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You've got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Catch made on the out route. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday at our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
And the Yellow Jackets keep the football on the move. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
That's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Looking to chuck it again. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. It's a huge gain. He's got it inside the 30.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Important second down play coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Snags the quick throw. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
The Yellow Jackets looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And they'll force him out of bounds after a short run.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Here's a target, and it's complete. Tackle after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line. And the Yellow Jackets hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. On third and goal, they'll try to run it in. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute warning. So on fourth down, they will settle for a field goal attempt. Who missed it? Field goal, no good. And with that miss, the score remains the same.
Man, I thought he hit that pretty clean. Good hold by the holder. Everything looked to be the way you'd like as a kicker. He just misses it. The ball trailed on him and ends up hitting the upright.
And the UCF offense back out on the field now. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line. Second down after that run on the previous play. And here's the handoff. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Whew, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Play action here on 1st down. He's moving out of the pocket now. Breaks loose at the 40. And a big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to the 39.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The Knights begin a new series here, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Carter. Physical defending, that one falls incomplete, brings up 2nd down.
This is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Incompletion makes it 2nd down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Tackle made after a big gain.
Well, that's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback's safety blanket.
Should we actually get a touchdown here before halftime? It's 1st and 10. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, They hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Makes the grab. It's Winton. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here.
I love the call here with the wide receiver screen. Where's he going to go? The blockers do not do their job and open up any running lanes at all.
The offense eager to keep this drive going, but facing a 3rd and long from the 20 now. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Launching one to the end zone. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
And it's no good. He missed it. With that miss, no change in the score.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head, a poor kicker.
And the Georgia Tech offense is back out there. No doubt the last drive was deflating. They had to settle for a field goal attempt, but missed it. Looking to throw it deep. And he's got it down there inside the 35. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. No chance to catch him.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination, this quarterback and receiver, for a big day.
And it's 7-0 after the PAT. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. They start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. The pass rush closing in. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
I know this guy believes in his receivers. I don't blame him. There's a lot of talent out there. But throwing into double coverage like that, that's how you throw picks.
Back to throw. It's Carter. And it's incomplete. Just 10 seconds remaining now.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Lofting it toward the left sideline. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. Look out, he's got some space. Tackled after the interception, that will be the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Knights will kick this away to start the second half. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Looks like he's going to run it. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
The game moves the ball past the 40, sets up another 1st and 10. And he'll set up to throw. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Offense facing a 2nd and 10. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Receiver makes the catch, and they get him down after the completion.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
A catch makes it a more manageable 3rd down. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Catch made on the right side. Tackle made at the 41. That's 1st down yardage.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the 2nd half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
The Yellow Jackets pick up enough yardage for a 1st down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Oh, that one's picked off. Can he take it all the way? Across the 40. Inside the 20. And he's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, Knights. And on this conference championship stage, it's the defense that makes the play to tie this game up.
Man, Chris, think about this. There's so much at stake. You're trying to win a conference championship. Who knows? Maybe move on, get to the postseason, into a playoff, and to come up with a play like this from your defense where they create the turnover and score themselves to tie this thing up. This is going to be an exciting finish.
And he knocks through the PAT. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Returner decides to fair catch this. And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick 6, a devastating play. They got to recover from that right now. Quick throw complete to the tight end.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Pass caught, 2nd down now. They'll try the option play here. Pitch play to the back. He's found some room at the 45. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Caught in the backfield. It's Cunningham. Finds room at the 30. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. They tackle him at the 3, but that's a great gain on the pitch and catch.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
So 2 big plays in a row. The defense is reeling here. Now it's 1st and goal. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. They'll take the lead in the second half.
And this running back's going to show you he can be a receiver as well. He's just not back there running the football. Nice job of showing that versatility. Pulls it in and gets 6.
They're set now to try the PAT. The extra point makes the lead 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. This one will be fair caught. Okay, so the UCF offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Man, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Second down play coming up. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
And that run is good for 1st down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. Looking to throw. It's Carter. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over it that time.
I'll tell you what, man, this defensive speed is electric. Great job of running to the football. Nowhere to go at all after that.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down.
Here we go.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Grab behind the line, it's Swinton. Breaks loose at the 45. Well executed. He finds space and gets the 1st down yardage.
This is what makes this receiver so dangerous. If you play him in man, he can run by you for a big play. You decide to sit back in zone, and he's got the savvy and instincts to be able to find that soft spot in the zone, make a catch, and be dangerous after the catch as well.
The Knights pick up enough for a 1st down here. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Handoff here from the shotgun. Oh, and he fumbles. Looks like the defense has it.
Defense flying in there trying to get their hat on a ball. They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
So it turns out that was a smart move by the head coach using the challenge. The officials overturned the previous ruling on that play. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Here comes a handoff. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down.
All week the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
The pickup is 5 yards, so it's 2nd.
think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
On the go.
Offense showing a bunch formation now.
42 spider. 4-2 spider. Belly stunner.
Single back takes the handoff. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
On 3rd and short, they hand the ball off. Tackle made at the 26, good enough for a first down. The Knights come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. And on the carry, he's heading left. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
This is a long march now. Offense getting ready for play number 10. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Hard running there, breaking tackles. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, UCF.
Chris, he broke free from the line of scrimmage. I thought he might have a 10 or 15-yard gain, but he shows you the speed that he has to take it all the way to the house.
And now they'll set up for the point after. The PAT is up and good, and we are all tied here in the final quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Georgia Tech offense is back out there. They're going to run it here. Breaking free at the 35. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers. And don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Looking to throw it on first down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. So 2nd and 10 after the previous play. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Finds his target, and it's complete. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Offense facing third and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough fourth down decision? They'll try to run for the first down. They make the stop just short of the mark, where it's going to be fourth down and inches.
Boy, this guy did everything that he could to try to get to that first down marker. It looks like he's just going to be inches short, and it's decision time for the offensive coordinator and head coach.
So tie game, fourth quarter. They're going to go for it on this fourth down. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Tackled across midfield at the 48, good enough for a first down.
I can really appreciate this offensive coordinator not trying to just do something crazy. You're less than a foot away from the first down line. Just punch it in and pick up a first down. That's what they call here, and it works out perfectly.
And the Yellow Jackets are looking to keep this drive going. First down, looking to throw the football. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
I love to see defenses be aggressive. They dial up the heat on this play, brought the linebacker on the blitz, and they get to the quarterback.
Second and long for this offense after the sack. From the shotgun, drops back. It's an out route, the catch made. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
When you throw an out route against man coverage, and it puts a premium on a receiver who can set up the defensive back to be able to still have room to get to the outside and be timed up with a quarterback. That was great execution.
On third down, he drops to throw. He's got his man in the open field. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's third down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
They've got a first and goal. The offense a great chance to break the tie here late in the game. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. And they'll claim the fourth quarter lead. What a weapon for this offense. A quarterback who can flash the speed and finish a touchdown drive just like that.
How about being the defensive coordinator? You've got everything covered. You make the right call. And all of a sudden, this guy is so athletic and so gifted with his ability to improv, you can't contain him. You better come up with another scheme. You better put 2 or 3 defenders on this quarterback.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And here comes the UCF offense back out on the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. He hands it off from the gun. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down after that previous play. Scanning the field, it's Carter. Throws a bullet deep down the right side. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down. Here we are late in a one-score game, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete, and the drive will fizzle out here in the final minutes.
I think they're going to end up regretting going for this one, Chris. I wouldn't have gone for it. What's wrong with punting it away? Again, I get being aggressive, but you got to be smart on when to go for it and when to punt.
And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
2nd down after that run on the previous play. The defense with more pre-snap movement. Ball handed off. And he's brought down, but hold on, there's a flag on the play. Will that holding penalty be a drive killer? And it's a bunch formation. Keeping it on the ground here. Finding some room at the 25. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
The Yellow Jackets looking to take advantage of the red zone trip here. That's a design quarterback keeper. And that's a solid game before the defense able to bring him down.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a 2-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the UCF offense back out on the field now. Remember, last time they went for it on 4th down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Second and 10 here. Dropping back, it's Carter. Pressured and dropped back at the 8-yard line.
Boy, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback. It comes up with a big sack for the D.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play. The Knights lining up here on 1st and 10. From the gun, he looks for an open man. He bought some time, now lets it go. Catch made along the sideline, but he's short of the sticks. The tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. And the quarterback dropping back. That pass is hauled in over the middle. They get him down, but not before he gets to the +38.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Wow, that is interception number 4 today for this QB. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Steps out after a crucial takeaway. This could be a big turning point.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. This group has been picking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Wow, what a tremendous run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves champions of the SEC. That's one of the most difficult titles to earn in this sport. And now with the playoff looming, we can find out how they fare against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.